Hello, this we just got this one in. This is a 2021 Chevrolet Trax with the Sport Edition. That will get you the black bow ties in the front and the back, 18-inch high gloss black wheels. We'll show you some more features of this vehicle. Let's take a look at it. What do y'all think? That's a really cool thing about these with this driver convenience package. You do get a remote start, a power seat, and a leather wrapped steering wheel. Just to go ahead and show you, the remote start works. For those that don't know, you push lock, press and hold the start button for 2 seconds. The vehicle will run the engine and HVAC system for around 15 minutes. Once you're ready to go to your vehicle, you just walk up, push the proximity sensor right here. That'll get you in a vehicle. Once you're in your Trax, I'll go ahead and show you what to do next. You'll put your foot on the brake, and this one has a push button. You're just going to push that button, and you're going to see all your instrumentation light up. Now the vehicle's ready to be driven. I'm going to go over some features with you today. Of course, this is where your power windows are located. Your window lockout, your locks for the doors. Your power mirror dial is there. You're just going to switch it from L to R, left to right, and usually leave it in this center position when you're not using it. All right, on the lights, you can see your instrument panel, dimmer. The Chevrolets are an automatic, but you have your parking lights here and your light override there, and this will actually, to the left, will turn off your headlights. A lot of overlooked features on these is what's called your driver information center, that's often confused for a cruise control. Where this is an LT model, you'll have cruise control on it anyways. But what this does, if you hit menu, right, which is here, and then there's a set clear button on the end right here. I'll go ahead and show you what it does when you use this dial system. So you got two menus on what's called your driver information center. You have a trip and a vehicle menu. Those are the only two you have. So you're going to use the dial to go up and down everything here. Your trip 1, trip 2, how many miles you got till you need fuel. Your instantaneous fuel economy, which is what you're getting right this second. We're just sitting here parked on the lot, so we're not moving. Your economy, and this takes about 50 miles to give you a good reading about your average. So right now this vehicle's only got 15 miles on it, so that's not too many. And your average speed, and it just goes back to the default speed setting. Now if I hit the menu button again, I'm going to do that just to show you. I hit menu and it goes to vehicle. This will tell you when to change your oil. Most of these Chevrolets are between 5 and 6,500 miles for your first one. When you buy it new, you do get your first oil change and 4-wheel tire rotation complimentary with the vehicle for no charge. So we're going to go down. There's your tire pressure readings. It's on all 4 tires, letting you know what they are. Your units. Now I'll use this as an example. See how in the corner it says menu and check mark? Well, that's letting you know to use this little button right here on the end. And what that guy's going to do, it's going to change things. See, you can make it English or metric. If you really want to mess with somebody, put on metric, and then everything shows up as kilometers and everything when they're driving. I'm going to go change it back to US. And that's what this menu will do. It'll also state things that are wrong with the vehicle. They'll show up in the same area, in the same driver information center. Nice about the Trax, they do have the standard 1.4 engine. It does not have the auto stop feature yet. It does have the tachometer and speedometer in the center. Over outside the LT model, this one actually has a leather wrap steering wheel as well. Has your cruise control on button, which is here. What will happen when you push that button, it's going to show up a little symbol. See that little white symbol right there? Watch this, I'll hit it off. See, it's off. And use the roller to set and speed up. This will cancel the memory on the cruise control. That's all it does. On the other side of on the steering wheel, you're going to have your push to talk man button to receive a phone call. And then this is to mute your radio or hang up the phone call you're on. This works as a button to change what source you are on your radio. So I'm going to hit that. Before I do that, I'm going to put the audio menu up so you guys can see it better, okay? So if I hit source, see how it's jumping around the different sources that's available on the vehicle. You can also go to more here and change it if you want to change the type of music you're listening to, which is fine. That's all that button does. And then this is your volume button to make it up and down loud. All right, back to the radio screen. This one does have the audio, phone menu, Wi-Fi through OnStar, your settings menu, your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, and your OnStar services. The settings are pretty cool. You can go in there and customize things about the vehicle, the system, and the applications that's on the vehicle. So if you want to change your time and date, your language, your phones, your passwords for your Wi-Fi, your sounds, your favorites, how many channels it shows, everything's right there for your system. The next tab is apps. This will tell you if your Android Auto and Apple CarPlay are enabled. These have to be turned on for you to utilize those features, as well as your audio menu. And then you got a vehicle tab. And this is where you can go in and customize things about your vehicle. We'll just do comfort and convenience. This is just telling you right now, this one's turned on to automatically use that reverse wiper when you put it in reverse. So it's going to give you a nice little swipe when you hit it in reverse, which is pretty nice. But if you want to turn something off, you simply just touch it and it turns it off. Green means on and gray means not. And there's lighting. You can change how long the lights stay on when you get out of the vehicle. You can change it up to 120 seconds. Right now it's just set on 30 seconds. I'll go back. And your power door locks, you can customize your locks. What do you want it to do when you open the door? Anti-lockout, you can turn that on. You can make all the doors open up when you unlock, or just the driver doors. So if you're by yourself, you can just make the driver door unlock when you put it in park. It's pretty nice. All right, so I'll go down here. This is cool. This one has remote start. This is where you can adjust the remote start. How you can program the lights and horn, the driver door, your passive lock, and it'll alert you if you leave your keys in the vehicle. I'd leave that feature on because you might leave your key in and somebody could take off with your vehicle if you do that. So we'll go back out to here. Valet Mode is where you can lock out your radio and your phone book with a code. Don't lose the code. To set it up, all you would do is enter your made up number you want. Then you confirm that number and hit enter, and it locks those things out. I'll go ahead and get out of this by hitting home. That's another big deal. A lot of people get confused about the home button, the forward button, back button, power button, and then your phone button. And once your phone's paired, or you want to pair a phone, you hit phone. It's just going to have the menu, what to do. You just push the green button to pair your phone. The emergency is just for OnStar, if equipped. And if you get lost, think of ET Phone Home. You just hit home. It goes back to your home screen. Home screen is going to show you calls you missed and what channels you're listening to. To set a channel, it's extremely easy to do. I'll go ahead and do that now. We'll go to audio. We'll just set an AM channel. We'll just set this one. It's fine. You just hold the set. That's all you're having to do. Okay. That's your traction and stability control light right here. That turns it off. If you're in snow or bad weather, need the wheels not to use anti-lock brakes. That's the system you want to use. Holding this button down turns off your stability control. That's if you want to do donuts or more extreme weather situations. if you're stuck. There's your hazard lights, your HVAC with the blues, like a water faucet at home. Blue is cold and red is hot. You have to have this used button for your air conditioner to work, and you have to have it at least on 1 for the air conditioner to work. It just won't do anything. Down below is where you're going to plug in your phone to use the Apple CarPlay or the Android Auto. It does have an auxiliary input in there, and of course your extra plug-in. On the shifter, it's got this little button. People ask, what is that button for? That's your range selector. What that's going to do is when you're in low or M on this one, it's called L on other ones, don't know why. This will let you decide what gear you're in. By default, it's always M1 or the gear below the one you're on. So if you're on drive and you want to go down, you can. The plus arrow button on there, the little plus button, will go through the gears up to a certain point. On this one, it's saying at this speed, you can't go starting any higher than 3rd. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it in drive and go put it back in park. Of course, handbrake's pretty easy to use. You pull down on this, lift up. The Trax does something pretty cool. The reason he put that adjustable handle on the driver's side like that is so if you're closer to it and you can adjust it for your friend. I'm going to try to do this with one hand and show you another cool feature that LT models have. Try to show you under here. This guy, yeah, it works. There's your little storage bin under here. That's one feature it does. And I'm going to try to do this with one hand. Here we go. I did it. It's not letting me go all the way. There you go. And that's the other thing for added room. You can lay that front seat down. That's pretty nice. I'll show you where that's at here in a second. Abracadabra, I'm on the other side. So here's where I was pushing that lever up to lay the front seat down. That's where that's at. For the back seat area, this is where you have an actual plug-in back here on this model. Pretty nice. It's 120 volt, maximum 150 watts. I'm going to show you how to lower these seats down. A lot of people have misconceptions. You'll pull this guy. That will lay this part down. Then you'll push this. Make sure these are down in their lower position. And there you go. Oh, real quick, just to let you know, when you do put the seat back and it clicks back in, you want to make sure you put this seat belt kind of in an upright position so you don't, see right here, you don't lose him behind there. That's never fun. And the other part was right here. When you got people back here, you lift up on this and that works as a head restraint. There's kind of both versions. Another thing, the LT model has the cup holders in the back. As you can see, there's a lot of room back here for the Trax. And your spare is located here. You do get roadside assistance, 800 Chev USA. That is free for 5 years and 60,000 miles. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and turn on notifications if you like this video. And I'll make some more. Have a wonderful day.